Hi everyone, my name is Andriesa and I'm from Pilates Dynamics. I've put together today a basic mat class without the use of any props and just using your own body weight, which you can then do from the comfort of your own home. If you experience any pain during any of the exercises, please stop doing the exercise, or if you know how to modify to make the exercise easier, then please do so. Alright, so we will start. I've just tied my shirt as well so that you can at least see how my body is moving. We'll start off with some supine pelvic curls just to mobilize and warm up and bring in awareness to the abdominals as well. So feet are hip width apart, parallel. Make sure that the body alignment is correct, the ankles and the knees and the hips all in line. Open up those shoulders, press the back of the shoulders down into the mat. In your neutral spine position, please, where there's a little bit of a gap between your low back and the mat, making sure that you have a horizontal pelvis. From here, we're going to inhale. Engage the lower abdominals. On the exhale, curl, flatten your lower back into the mat and slowly rolling up vertebrae for vertebrae. Lengthen your neck at the back. Keep the ribs down. On the inhale, hold. Exhale, slowly roll down in reverse order from the top of your spine. Middle back, lower back goes down first. And then the hips, and you're going to lengthen the hips away. We'll do that again. Inhale, activate your lower abdominals. Exhale, curl the tailbone and then slowly lifting the hips. Then the lower back, vertebrae for vertebrae. Hamstrings are working, glutes are kicking in. Inhale at the top, you're getting a nice hip flexor stretch there at the top. And exhale down slowly from the top of your spine. Again, vertebrae for vertebrae. Lower back goes down, then the hips are released back to your neutral spine. We're going to inhale, activate abdominals, curl, get those hamstrings involved, and rolling up, glutes are kicking in, all the way up, lengthen your neck at the back. Keep those ribs down. Inhale, press the arms down into the floor or the mat. And exhale down slowly in reverse order from the top of your spine. Making sure that lower back goes down first and lengthen the hips away. And we're going to do one more. From neutral spine, I'm going to inhale, activate my abdominals and my hamstrings and curl. Exhale and roll it all the way up. There we go. Activate my shoulder extensors as I keep pressing down into the mat. And exhale down slowly. Vertebrae for vertebrae again. When you're in that up position, try to keep a slight posterior tilt so that you avoid arching in the lower back. And we're back to our neutral spine. Great. Now we're going to inhale and exhale, and we're going to curl as we have done before and just simply roll up into that shoulder bridge position. Here we go. Bring the arms up. And we're going to face the palms forward and holding that shoulder bridge position, do some nice arm circles. Inhale down, exhale, sides and up. Down and exhale up. And down and exhale up. And the last one, so we'll do 5 and up. And we're going to reverse it. Inhale and exhale. Inhale to the sides and exhale. And you can make your circles as wide as you can make them. And we're going to do 3 more. Keeping those glutes and hamstrings activated as well as your abdominals, keeping those ribs down. Inhale and hold it at the top. And we're going to exhale down, vertebrae for vertebrae. And so we're back into our neutral spine. And the arms go down again. All right, let's go into some calf lifts in the same position. Inhale, activate and exhale, rolling it up. Inhale and exhale, calf lift for 1, 2. Try and keep a slight posterior tilt for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Inhale and heels down, exhale and rolling it back down. And lengthen the hips away. Great, hug your knees into your chest for a moment. Taking the legs back down again. Again, making sure the ankles and the knees and the hips are all in alignment. Nice open collarbone. Open up your arms into a T in line with your shoulders. The palms are up. Get the feet and the knees together. And let's go into supine spine twist. So we're going to we'll just bring in awareness and just to our obliques. And we're going to inhale over, keep the shoulders grounded on the floor or the mat. Exhale, squeeze into the waist to bring the knees back up to center. And we're going to inhale and go over to the other side. Exhale, squeeze those abdominals to come back up. As you inhale and you go over to the other side, try to keep the toes and the knees on the same horizontal sort of line and level, so that there's no shifting between the feet or the knees. Exhale up. And we're going to go inhale over to the side and exhale up. And inhale over. Exhale, narrow that waist to come up. Inhale over, also preparing the body for rotation. Exhale, bringing it up. Great. And we're going to go into our single leg toe taps. Arms are next to the body. Feet are hip width apart or fist width apart, in line with the knees and the hips. And we're going to lift the one leg up. Let's go onto the toes in respect of the foot that's on the mat as well. Inhale is almost stepping up and stepping down. You're going to step down and exhale, step up. Try to focus the movement on hip action and not knee action. So try to keep the knees still. So you're going to inhale, go down, and exhale, come up. Very important here is that you need to keep the pelvis absolutely still. So it's a stepping up and stepping down movement. Keeping the hips still, the pelvis still, keeping the lower back still, trying to maintain your neutral spine. Exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. You are welcome to place your hands on your hips to try and make sure that you've got that stability. And down, and up, and down, and both feet down. It was our single leg toe taps. Now we're going to go into our chest lifts. So interlacing your hands behind your head, thumbs down your neck, Hands are supporting the head. Elbows are in your peripheral view. Ribs are down. We're going to inhale to prepare. Elongate the back of our neck. So it's a little chin tuck. Almost like making a double chin. And you're going to exhale. Hinging from your ribs, you're going to exhale and come up as high as you possibly can. Bottom of the tips of the scapula can just sort of touch the mat. That's great. And we're going to inhale down. And exhale and lift. Drive, knit those ribs together and drive those ribs down towards the hip bones. Trying to keep the shoulders out of it. And inhale down. And exhale up for 3. Associate your exhale with shoulders being released. And inhale, exhale coming up. Shoulder blades down your back. And inhale. And exhale up. And inhale lower. Knit those ribs together. Press and hinge from your ribs as you lift. Shoulder blades are relaxed. Shoulders are relaxed. And down. And exhale and lift. And inhale lower. And exhale and lift. Inhale lower. Last one. Exhale and lift. And releasing from the ribs as you inhale and go down. Try to keep those elbows in exactly the same place, using those upper back muscles to keep those shoulder blades down. Shoulders are away from the ears. Now we're going to go into our chest lift with rotation. So we're going to inhale, little double chin. Exhale, coming up into your chest lift. Inhale, holding it from there. Try and keep the tailbone grounded and down on the mat. And we're going to exhale, rotating around the pelvis. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, center. Exhale. Using the obliques to drive the movement. The upper body is turning around the pelvis. Inhale. Exhale, leading with the bottom of the ribs. Inhale and exhale. And try not to lead with your shoulders. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Keep the height. Exhale. Inhale, center. Exhale. Inhale, center, hold. And exhale down. Great. Now we're going to do a chest lift, hold, and then add single leg toe taps to it. Again, hands are interlaced behind the head. We're going to inhale, little chin tuck. Exhale, squeeze the ribs and knit the ribs as you're coming up. Make sure your shoulders are relaxed and out of your ears. Bringing the one leg up. Bringing the other leg up. Hip width apart. And you're going to inhale from the hip and exhale, lift. Inhale, touch, exhale, up. Inhale, touch, exhale, lift. Inhale, touch, exhale, lift. You can, of course, if you're feeling it in your lower back, keep the feet down and just do the single leg. And over to the other side. Once you've done a few repetitions, up and down. And down. And exhale. And touch. And exhale. Touch. Exhale. Touch. Exhale. Inhale, hold it there. Exhale down and hug your knees into your chest. Okay, now next exercise is our famous hundreds. We are going to keep our feet down. You are welcome to start off in a tabletop and to actually do your hundreds in a tabletop as well. Arms are up to the ceiling, palms are facing forward. We're going to inhale, prepare. And on the exhale, roll up into that chest lift. Make sure the shoulders are next to the body and away from the ears. Inhale, pause, and then exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looking into your navel. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Careful that you don't lose that support. You don't allow your head to fall outside its base of support. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Doing it in a tabletop if you can. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale and hold. And exhale down. Again, hugging the knees into the chest. And we are going to roll up in a seated position. Sitting nice and tall, shoulders are next to the body. Arms forward, palms facing. And we're going to inhale, we're just going to do some half roll downs. And exhale around the lower back. As you roll down halfway, inhale and exhale up. Inhale, extend. Exhale around the lower back. Let's inhale and hold it there. And exhale, rolling it up with that round spine. Let's inhale and lengthen through that spine. And we can exhale around the lower back. Try and keep the shoulders out of this. Inhale, hold that abdominal connection. Check the shoulders. Exhale, squeeze deep into those abdominals. Inhale as you lengthen. Exhale, round and lower. Inhale and hold it there. Exhale up. Inhale. Exhale, round and lower. Inhale and hold. Exhale up. And sitting nice and tall, let's roll all the way down. All the way down. Articulating as you go down. And the arms go overhead. Slightly overhead. Palms are facing. Now we're going to go into our full roll up. So squeeze your legs together. Try to get those inner thighs connected to assist the abdominals in the roll up. And on the inhale, arms to ceiling, head is lifted, press the lower back into the mat, and exhale, rolling up. Keeping that C curve in the spine. Pause when the shoulders are above the hips. Inhale there, and exhale, really deep hollow bowl abdominal effect there as we slowly roll down. Keeping the shoulders out of it, or trying to at least, and slowly articulating down and overhead. And again, inhale and exhale up. Inhale and hold it. Keep the head in line with the spine. And exhale. Slowly, slowly going down, squeezing those legs together, assisting the abdominals, and slightly overhead. And we're going to do one more, and we're going to inhale, and then press it low back into the mat. Exhale, squeezing it up. Inhale, and exhale. exhale. And we'll slowly lower, articulating the spine. And overhead. Beautiful. Great. Next movement we're going to do is going to be our single leg stretch. So let's lift the one leg up to a tabletop. Arms are going to be next to the body, lifting the other leg up. And we're going to interlace our hands behind our head. Again, interlace your hands behind your head, supporting your head in your hands, elbows in your peripheral view. And we're going to inhale, and we're going to exhale and come up. From there, you take your hands, place it next to on the side of your knees. Inhale, prepare, and you're going to exhale and lengthen. Light little press down here on this knee. Inhale, the legs brush past each other. Exhale. And again, looking into your navel. Exhale. 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 Lengthening through those legs. Inhale and hold. And exhale down. Drop the one leg and then the other leg. And we're going to lift one leg up to a tabletop, the other leg up to a tabletop. Interlacing your hands behind your head, again interlacing, supporting the head. Inhale and exhale, come up into your chest lift. And we're going to do the crisscross. Inhale and exhale. And rotate. And rotate. Again, in the waist, you want to twist from side to side and not allow the shoulders to do the leading here. Exhale, 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 rotate, rotate, rotate. Inhale and hold, and exhale down. Hugging the knees. Right, let's go into a seated spine stretch forward. So we're going to sit with our legs slightly wider than hip width. Dorsiflexion in the ankles. So knees and toes pointing up to the ceiling. Sitting nice and tall. If you find it very difficult to maintain a flat back, you can always use a little pillow under the pelvis in order to get to your flat back position before starting the spine stretch forward. Arms are going to be forward, palms are facing. We're going to inhale and feel that length in our spine. On the exhale, we're going to bring our chin to our chest, slowly rolling down and slightly forward. You can take your hands down on the mat in between your legs. Let's inhale there, lift the head and go into a flat back position. So you're leaning forward from your hips into a flat back. Exhale, keep it there. Inhale, drop your head down and round your spine again. And let's exhale then and slowly restack the spine. Vertebrae for vertebrae, and the head comes up last. Inhale and feel that length in the spine. Shoulders are next to the body. Exhale, chin to chest. Slowly rolling down. Ribs go back to try and really get a nice stretch in that back, in that spine. Inhale, lift the head, flatten that spine. Exhale, keep that stretch. Inhale, we're going to drop the head down again and round the spine. And exhale, restack, restack. Restack, and the head comes up last. And we'll do one more. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, chin to chest. And rolling it down. Inhale. Exhale, keep it. your round. And exhale, restack that spot. Vertebrae for vertebrae. Great. Let's do a spine twist. Again, we're going to sit with dorsiflexion, dorsiflex ankles, sitting nice and tall, legs are together, arms are open in a T, palms are facing down. And we're going to inhale and then exhale and pulse, pulse, twisting in the waist. Inhale through center and exhale, exhale. Keep those shoulders down. Root that pelvis into the mat. Exhale, exhale. Try to keep the weight evenly spread on the sit bones. The shoulders are not driving the movement. You're twisting in the waist. If you find you're too shouldery, shorten the lever. And back to center and simply stretch forward. Great. We're going to go onto all fours and do what we call swimming on all fours. You want your knees in line with your hips. You want your wrists directly under your shoulders. Keeping a long neck at the back so that you don't place any tension, pressure on your neck. And we are going to lift the right arm and the left leg. And you don't have to lift too high. Inhale, exhale. Change sides, opposite arm and leg. Try not to rotate that pelvis. Keep those obliques connected. Inhale, you don't have to lift very high. Exhale. Inhale, exhale. And lift and lengthen. And lift and lengthen. And lift and lengthen. Last repetition. And coming down. Little variation now. We are going to lift the right arm and the left leg. Maintain that neutral spine. Bit of a balance. Try and keep the pelvis square. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back. Careful that you don't dip into your lower back. And we're going to lift the left arm and the right leg. Keep those abs connected for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Tucking the toes in and under, pushing up and away from the mat, lifting the knees just a tad above the mat and lower. Exhale up, inhale, lower. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Keep that neutral spine, keep those abdominals connected. Try not to sink into the shoulder blades or the shoulders. Keep pushing away from the floor. We're going to lift now and we're going to hold it for a few counts. And lower. And push back into a child's pose or a rest position. Coming up for some side lying work. We're going to side of the face on your bicep. If the head is not entirely in line with the spine, then please place a pillow between your cheek and your arm. So lying in this position, we're going to straighten our legs, bring the legs slightly forward, and the reason for that is simply because the lower back muscles likes to take over in this position, so we're bringing the legs slightly forward to avoid that and to work more into the obliques. Alternatively, if you don't have a problem with your lower back muscles taking over, it's great to have your body in a nice straight line. For now, we'll take it slightly forward. Make sure that the lower side, lateral side, is lifted and that you're not sinking down into the mat, that you're keeping that little house for the mouse. This hand is just here for balance. Lift the top leg up to hip height. Inhale and exhale and lift. Lengthen through that leg. 5, we'll do 8, 6, 7, and 8. Try to relax the shoulder. And all the way down. Great, now we're going to keep that top leg hip height and we're going to take the bottom one to the top one. Inhale, exhale and lift for 1, 2, 3, 4. Let that inner thigh do all the work. 5. Of the bottom leg. 6, 7, 8, and lower down. Now we're going to lift both legs. Inhale, prepare, and exhale, lift to hover just above the mat. From there we're going to exhale and lift for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and lower down. Great, and we'll go over to the other side. Okay, and again, same position. Legs are slightly forward. Making sure you have that bit of a lift here underneath. Engaging the obliques on both sides. Lifting the top leg. Hip height, and then from there we're going to go inhale and exhale and lift for 1, 2, exhale 3, exhale 4, exhale 5, exhale 6, 7, 8, and lower. Lifting the top leg again, lengthening through this leg, keeping the obliques engaged on both sides. We're going to inhale, prepare, and exhale, and take the bottom leg to the top leg. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, hold, exhale, lower. Inhale and exhale and lifting both legs to hover. And then from there we're going to exhale up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale and hold and exhale and lower. Great, that was our side lying work, and now we're going to do some back extension in a prone position on the tummy. Elbows are directly in line with the shoulders, lifting that upper back up, so try not to sink down. You want to lift up and you want to squeeze your abdominals at the same time. So back extensors working hard, tummy working very hard. Hips are pressed down into the mat, lifting both legs off the floor. Inhale, prepare, and exhale, pulse, pulse. Swap on the inhale, exhale, 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 exhale. 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 Inhale, hold it there. And exhale down. And we're going to come back up into a child's pose. All the way up. And now we're quickly going to do a few stretches. So you can use a towel or a belt. I do have a TheraBand available, so I'm going to be using the TheraBand. So placing it over the top half of your foot, and you can even swing it around your hands, elbows and upper arm down on the floor, toes pointing to your nose, stretching that hamstring. Try to keep every stretch for 30 seconds. We're going to go through it a little bit quicker. And bend to release the muscles. Stretch it out again. Take it to the side to stretch those inner thighs. Once you've held it there for 30 seconds, bring it back up. Elongate the other way, extend the other leg away from you, and then take it across. Trying to keep the hips on the floor, really getting into that stretch on the side. Hold it for 30 seconds, bend the knee, come back in, change the legs, and stretching the hamstring of the other leg, holding it for 30 seconds. Then we're going to go open the leg, stretching that inner thigh, keep the hips on the floor. After holding it there for 30 seconds, bring it back up, bend the knee, elongate the other leg, extend the other leg again that you're stretching, take it over across the body, keeping the hips on the floor. And after 30 seconds, bring it back and bend the knee. And that concludes our session for today. I hope you've enjoyed it. We'll be back with a slightly more intermediate workout next time. We hope to see you back in the studio soon after the lockdown. Be healthy, stay safe.